Bourbonbarkeep, Curtis.
Noah, great to be here, man.
Tell you what, there's a little sentimental mood, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, doing some of these C batches. We did the Bookers. Wrapping up the year.
Chapter coming to a close, man. It is. It's sentimental. Not necessarily sad, but just one of those things. You get a little introspective.
Yeah. Just another year older, but a little more good whiskey, hopefully, in our bodies.
That's right. This is a fun time of year, as we talked about in the past. These October, November, December months, they just churn out good juice, and I'm hoping that's much of the same.
Yeah, we do some recaps. As you've seen, we did the Booker's one. Shocking results, I would say.
Yeah, it was a surprising tight finish.
Now, speaking of Spotlight, we have C924, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Excited about it. B was splendid, if I
Well received.
may say so myself. It was very good.
Yeah.
I have not had a chance to try this. I see that you've had a couple ounces. But this is my first time. And without further ado, man, you want to get into specs real quick? I know it's up there. It's pretty hot.
It's up there. People will still be up in arms that there is not the 12 age kind of minimum. But guess what? It's the world we live in.
You know it's super close to 12, though?
11.
And that's what it is. We have 11 years. Does it give you the months and days on here?
No. Well, I mean,
0
it does,
months.
But it,
11 years, 0 months.
yes.
That doesn't help as much.
Nope.
129 proof. For those dividing by 2 at home, that's 64.5%.
Thank you.
Let's dive in. To you guys, if you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, like and subscribe. That's down below somewhere, I think. There's a button. If you could click it, that'd be sweet.
I'd click it for you if I could.
Yeah. To you, man.
Here we are.
To C924.
Wrap them up, baby.
That's very nice.
This is, so we try not to do the fresh crack. I mean, that first sip is a liar. You know what else is a liar? Fresh crack.
Correct,
That will look you square in the face and say, I'm this, and then it's not that.
Right. I'm glad you've been able to give it a little bit of air and a little bit of time. But
This
as far
far-
as, go ahead, sorry.
Well, I remember it just kind of being this jumbled mess when we fresh cracked it, if you will. And I feel like there's a lot more sweetness coming out after the air has started to hit it, to where it kind of goes into this really nice caramel apple, this nice brown sugar. The sweetness has ramped up quite a bit, to where I remember this being hot and you're like, why? I can't even get past the cinnamon bark.
Yeah, this is a fruit pie. I kind of just go apple pie, much like your caramel apple, because there's a little bit of, is it like a streusel crumble? What's on an apple pie?
Oh, I love a good streusel, but I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that in here too.
I'm encouraged because I remember we've cracked it, we're texting, we're like, this is really hot. So let's see if that mellowed out as well.
Alrighty.
Cheers.
Still hot.
She's hot. She's hot.
It's a great hug, my goodness.
A lot more peanut.
Yeah, a lot of peanut, you're correct. Almost like, is it a Payday that has that caramel peanut?
I think that's fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. Payday?
Yeah. Not a go to the store and search out a Payday guy,
Yeah, neither am I.
but
But I know my candy bars.
yeah, it's coming off of the Bookers that we did, and different days. We're not batching this one. In a blind, you can kind of convince me this is a Booker's like. I mean, the hug is fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to just, call you out on it and say you're wrong. That's for sure. It's similar in terms of finish as far as how long that lasts and how warm that hug is. And that peanut vibe is definitely, kind of sending me down that Booker's rabbit hole.
Yeah. I get your milk chocolate. I could get a little more maybe cookie-like.
Yeah.
Like there is an inherent sweetness to it. But overall, it's like peanut butter cookie.
Yeah, the fruity appleness is kind of gone.
Yeah, it's all on the nose, does not translate whatsoever to the palate, which kind of gives you a fun, desserty ride.
Sure.
That finish, which you would expect at 129 proof, it doesn't linger as much on the tongue. I wouldn't call it overly viscous, but man, does it sit in your belly for a while, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, on second sip, man, that peanut is very prevalent.
I was rooting for more of this kind of dark fruit, which I feel like we've gotten in. Even the B524, I felt like that was a nice dark fruit to it. This one, It's peanut heavy, nougat, I would say, to
Yeah.
kind of see your payday.
Yeah.
But it's also very drying to where I understand that 11 years is probably the youngest in here. Do I think it's that much older? Probably not.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll get into our scoring, which I like your spiel. So
Yeah.
I'll let you give the spiel.
So we have 2 categories we score by. If you have not been here before, I'll run through it real quick. We have senses, which is an all-encompassing, how much did we enjoy the whiskey, your overall experience, your nose, your palate, your finish, all that stuff. And then we also grade bang for the buck. So we take into account the price of the bottle. Would we pay more in the future? Would we never buy it again at that price point? That sort of thing. This is on a scale of 0 to 100, and we do have categories, ranges, I guess, for lack of a better word, that kind of help us make sense of our numbers. So
Yeah, I ask myself that every week.
we start with senses, and I am out of breath. You take it away. Man, my endurance is bad. Take it away.
Not a lot of cardio happening in the fall.
That's right, man, that's right.
All right. Well, love the nose.
The
I
nose
feel
is the
like
best part of this.
The nose, as I was really encouraged, fell a little flat on the tongue for me. Not that I didn't enjoy it. You have to poke holes in it. Is it really good? We get into bang for the buck, so they'll get some credit. In terms of what is on the palate and the hug, I feel like it's firmly just 75.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is just right in the good stuff. I can't dock it for a ton of things. There's better batches, maybe, depending on our next episode, this year alone.
Correct, yeah. So we have, next week we have ABC coming out. But for senses, for me, for this guy, C924, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I was going to go good, not great. I was going to go 78.
Okay.
I'm a little closer to great than Curtis is. I do kind of like that peanutty vibe. The nose is fantastic, and the finish, as we've come to expect with these barrel proofs from Elijah Craig, is fantastic as well. But yeah, the palate, is kind of where it fell just a touch short, especially trying not to compare to last year, but especially compared to last year's C923.
It would be interesting to do a side-by-side of 2 of our favorite Bookers of the year and this, since it is so Bookers-like, to where you could have a Bookers fan out there save $25 at this point and get the C badge and be just as thrilled.
Yeah, you mentioning MSRP, great segue.
Thank you.
You're getting better and better at that. So
Got the rest off.
bang for the buck, MSRP, we say 80 for these, right? 75?
I'm trying to remember what we did. Let's say 80.
We'll say 80 for a round
on the
number there.
higher side.
That, say 80 for a round number. You did mention Booker's similar product, but it is $20 to $25 more expensive.
And younger.
And younger by a good few years.
Yeah.
So $80 MSRP, where are you at with bang for the buck?
I still think it's great. I mean, you're still getting a high quality barrel proof at 11 years, which is very far under the $10 to $13 a year kind of
Yeah, it's kind
guide,
of blowing up a little bit.
if you will. What am I getting? It's good. I'd go up to 85 for it if I will. Let's go 72.
Okay, I was gonna go 68, so I'm just on the other side of 70 there. But yeah, same vein again. Really good value for what you're getting. You're getting a high quality barrel proof bourbon at $80. It's 11 years old.
Yeah.
It's gonna look good on your shelf.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm not backing it up. I feel like this opened up very nicely for what, I was kind of worried on first crack for this guy.
Yeah, you were texting me. You said it was hot.
We like barrel proof, as you all have seen. It was so cinnamon.
It was pretty hot. You said, yeah, it was pretty tight, I think is the term you used.
So for Booker's guy out there that stumbled into Elijah Craig's C batch, give it time, have your sip, let it air out. It opens up better.
Nicely, yeah.
So hopefully the tasting notes helped you all.
To you guys, thanks again for being here. If you enjoyed the content, or really tolerated the content in any way, shape, or form,
Yeah.
like and subscribe one more time.
Yeah. See if we get better,
Maybe just let it air out.
I was talking about us.
I know. Just
Let us air out.
Let us air out.
Oh, my wife hates that.
All right.